but
No wonder
already
Spurs
showed their
fans don't want to
face.
show their face.
But no, so like what I was like, Chelsea fan. Sorry, what's your name?
Jerry, that's
Yeah, it's Jerry.
Jerry. Yeah. So what you can just see of last year against Maresca is when Poch like wanted to win a game, he just subbed on attackers and said, "Go out there and just play your own football and just kind of make your own. There's no tactics." This year with Maresca and a lot of years, because I don't think Chelsea can afford to sack Maresca in 6 months, but they're not going to allow to do that. So if Palmer's on the wing and he plays this structured football, it's going to look terrible. Like you're not going to be able to see the creativeness of the Nkunku dropping back if he actually gets played in the right position. The Palmer on the right wing where he doesn't look the best. Like if you play Joao Felix on the left wing, like it's going to look strange because you've had 2 years of this really just freedom ball, and now you're just not going to get that at all. Maresca is going to be a very systematic manager, and it's going to be really strange with this lopsided team because you have a really
I
shit
think
defense and a really weird attack,
I think
like really good attack.
just the principle. If your thing is bringing in a lot of players all the time, you need an experienced manager. You can't have an inexperienced manager and inexperienced players. And I understand what you're saying, Jerry, about the experience of some of these players, but I think it's just a lot of new players, let alone if they've been playing the game for a long time or not. If they're new to the team, they're new to the system. Because I do agree that they do have other players that have played that in big games. By the way, in my honest opinion, that was a handball on Kovacic. Um, because his hand is extended. And look, intention. What is the intention? Nobody knows anybody's intention here. Um,
I'd argue that his
So,
arm wasn't in an
so
unreal position and
but
health.
Jerry, let me get to you with this question though.
absolutely.
Do you think it helps? Is Enzo Maresca doing too much in the sense of making Enzo Fernandez captain as well? That shocked me. I mean, I know he might be making a statement like, "This is our guy." I know what he went through, but do you think that it would take eyes off of him? Like I feel like you bring attention to him that he doesn't need at this moment in time. But answer that if you don't mind. Let me welcome the mighty Wendy, old guy. He
No,
likes to
absolutely.
listen to himself
Absolutely.
talk.
Before
So
that, if you allow me just one minute
yeah,
quickly
yeah,
to
go ahead.
answer the some of the points the dear
Sure.
panelists raised. Good points about Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Lavia. But we have to also remember that it's the first time ever in the Premier League that they played yesterday, right? So they don't play together ever. Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez played for the first time. The whole point, in my opinion, respectfully, a lot of opposition fans or analysts miss is that this Chelsea team, again, like with the new coach, it will take a bit of time. So I'm on that board. Not that I want that, but I understand. So I'm like, okay, at least give this manager with this team now 2 months, right? You
Of
cannot
course.
judge on the first game and draw a line that it's a failure. I won't agree to that, right? And of course, I can understand. I was the one who was critical also when Enzo Maresca was appointed. I was critical on his appointment, but of course, as a fan, we have to support and critical because did not make a good footballing case. Why Enzo Maresca? When, as I mentioned, there were other managers. So with the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool now, of course, Liverpool with a new manager, but we know the Liverpool squad, Arsenal. We know how integrated and rehearsed they are, which of course we were getting under Pochettino at the end of the season. But I already mentioned that Pochettino and the board were not aligned. And okay, so to answer about Enzo Fernandez, I know a very uh, controversial topic, right? Personally, I wouldn't have appointed him, especially with what happened, with his supposedly racist remarks, which of course didn't go down. And Fofana and the French players blocked him, and all that happened. But he apologized. He apologized. He made an apology. He donated for the racist charity foundation. So it's all good. The French players accepted that. But after that, I agree. It's little too much to give him the captaincy band, especially in the first game and when the team requires, a good start, solid foundation. So, yes, I can understand the reason as you do why they made Enzo Fernandez the captain. But not only that, he's not ready, I would say, at this moment. But with what happened, for sure, I'm all for forgiveness and move ahead and learn from your mistake. But rewarding him as a skipper, I personally disagree. But as a fan, of course, I'll support him.
Right, right. All right. A few things on Chelsea because we got to move on to a million matches that happened. Um, obviously, we talked about the captaincy that I thought wasn't necessary. But Richie, I think you wanted to say, Kevin, a few words about that, or did you not?
Regarding what topic?
The captaincy of you. I know you did disagree with it, obviously, because we've had a discussion about this before. It's almost awarding him.
He's rewarded for being a terrible teammate. I don't understand why Chelsea thought that was a good idea.
It's Enzo Maresca's job, isn't it? Or do you think it comes down from above to try to make a statement?
I think
Oh,
it's the latter.
Personally, I think it comes from the above. Sorry, please go ahead. I don't think so. It's Enzo Maresca is calling all the shots, but I think it's a collective decision, probably from the above.
Yeah.
I know that when City appoint captains, it's purely done on the players. The players basically have a vote.
The players.
Yeah, the City votes. City
But don't you
players go in
think-
the locker room and vote.